Hey YouTube, today I'm going to be doing my updated Mecha Phantom Beast deck, updated for Shadow Specters and the current format. There are not a whole lot of changes from the last edition of this. I tried to keep it a pure build where I keep adding in more different Mecha Phantom Beast cards, but the trade-off is I have to start reducing like 3 copies of some of the Mecha Phantom Beast cards to be able to fit everything in and maintain a 40 card deck. Same applies to the extra deck, although the extra deck didn't really change much at all. So, to start off, I still have from Judgment of the Light, Mecha Phantom Beast, Blue Impala. It's a 3-star machine tuner, but the limitation is that you can only synchro summon a machine type synchro monster. But the cool thing is that you can actually use a Mecha Phantom Beast monster from your hand along with this tuner. Well, the tuner has to be on the field, and then you can synchro summon with this guy plus a Mecha Phantom Beast in your hand for a machine type synchro. So that's kind of cool. It speeds up synchroing. It just limits you to machine type. Next, I have one Mecha Phantom Beast Aerosguin. I still kept it in here. It's pretty good still at 1 copy. The nice thing about Mecha Phantom Beast is that you don't really need 3 copies of a lot of the cards. The deck runs really good with just 1-2 copies of all the monsters. Now I do have 3 copies of a few of them. One of them is Mecha Phantom Beast Megaraptor. This guy is just really... He's one of the ones that you want to have 3 of, because when you have 1 token, he becomes level 7, so you can get Draco Sack. And his effect is also really good, where he adds a Mecha Phantom Beast from the deck to the hand by attributing a token once returned. So that recruiting effect, any sort of recruiter, floater type of card, usually you're going to want to run 2 or 3 copies. For me, a recruiter type card is always going to be 3 copies. So for like a Stratos card like this, I always run 3 copies. Next, down from 3 to 2 Mecha Phantom Beast Hamstrat. One is the Battle Pack 2 reprint. You got to reprint really quick. That way I could take out those Japanese cards I was running. And then my ultimate rare. This guy is probably one of the better ones in terms of these two cards. Debuted with Mecha Phantom Beast and Lord Attacking Galaxy, and they're also still really important cards. Megaraptor and Hamstrat, I would say 2 or 3 copies of both cards are good. For me, I had to make room, so I took one of these out. Next, 3 Mecha Phantom Beast Tetherwolf. This one is also, just like Megaraptor, very important if you want to get Draco Sack off really quickly. So that one's a pretty essential one. And then, because they introduced synchros for the deck, I'm running 2 of the 1-star tuner, Beast Warblurian. He's pretty good. And then 1 Turtletracer. Just 1 copy is enough. And then now we're getting into the new stuff. So for the Shadow Specter cards, well, I'm running 1 Mecha Phantom Beast Kalgriffin. He's a high-level monster, and you have to tribute off Mecha Phantom Beast monsters, 2 of them to special summon him. Kind of like a Galaxy-Eyes Photon Dragon, the way you can special summon him. A lot of people don't run this guy. Honestly, all he really does is when you summon him, and there's a way to summon him without even having to tribute 2 things, and I'll explain that. There's another Phantom Beast monster that allows you to get him on the field relatively quickly and easily. But he usually just sits there. He has 2,500 defense and 1,000 attack, so you're most likely just going to special summon him in defense mode, so Mirror Force can't hit him. And then all he's going to do is just bring tokens up on the field. So, and he's a level 7, so if you're in a tight spot, you just real quickly need to make Draco Sack or something. Him and any of these level 4s with a token that he puts on the field gets you Draco Sack. So, 1 copy of him is pretty good. But I would only run 1 copy, I wouldn't run any more than that. Next, another new card, Mecha Phantom Beast Sabre. This one is also pretty decent. This is kind of like a troll card because you can tribute a token and then target a card in either player's graveyard and banish it. So he's kind of like, he removes things from play, and you're most likely going to do this to your opponent's graveyard to mess them up. And he's got 2100 attack. The only negatives about him is that he cannot attack the opponent directly, so he cannot end games unless he's battling a monster with limit removal. You can still end games with this guy. But yeah, one copy of him, he's a pretty good tech Phantom Beast monster in my opinion. And then one Mecha Phantom Beast Coltwing. This one's from Judgment of the Light. I just kept him in. He destroys, I believe he destroys either back row or monsters. You contribute 2 tokens, target 1 card. Okay, he destroys both, either or. You can either destroy back row or monsters by attributing 2 tokens. And then after he destroys it, if he does that successfully, then he also banishes that target. So these two remove things. Next, one Mecha Phantom Beast, Harrliard. Harrliard, I don't know what that. I think it's based off of a famous pilot or something. He is pretty decent actually. I'm only running 1 copy of him because I only have room for 1. But he's one of the better level 4 ones that a lot of people overlook. His effect is that you contribute 1 token to special summon a Mecha Phantom Beast from your hand. So, like I said earlier, there's an easy way to get the high level guy on the field, and it's using this guy. So you tribute the token, you get this guy on the field, and then this guy can make another token. So he's really good. And then this guy, as with all of them, then he'll become like, if with a token on the field, he'll be like level 7. So he's pretty good actually. And then one Mecha Phantom Beast Stealthray, just returning from my previous builds, never took him out. He's the one that destroys the back row. Tribute a token to blow up a spell or trap card. And then one Blackfalcon. This one is a pretty annoying card for the opponent. When he declares an attack, he summons a token, and then you contribute a token to target a monster your opponent controls and change it to face-up defense position. And you can do that during either player's turn. So if the opponent is trying to attack you, you don't want the attack to go through, you don't want to lose life points or whatever, because it's not like your monsters are going to die if you have tokens. You can contribute a token, send that thing in defense mode, to stop the attack completely. So he's another pretty decent card. That's why one thing I like about this deck is that you can run like 1 copy of a lot of monsters and the deck still functions pretty well. It's pretty OP. And it's a pretty balanced deck too. A lot of people say it's really broken, but there's ways around it. For spells, 2 Pot of Duality, triple Scramble. Still don't even have a single English copy of this. 1 Vertical Landing. It's another one of their support cards along with Scramble. And then for the OTK capabilities, 1 Limiter Removal, as if they didn't need enough OTK power. And then 1 Mind Control, steal something, synchro up, or do whatever. Or not really synchro, but like overlay. 1 Forbidden Lance, and 1 Book of Moon, so those are more troll-y staple cards, or tech cards. And then 1 Swords of Veil Light. This card's really good this format, with Heavy Storm gone, 1 Dark Hole, and double MST. So those are the spells that I'm running. For the traps, triple do a barrel roll. I could run only 2. I still keep 3, mainly because it's really, it just stops everything. It's like having a Solemn Judgment, and all you have to do is tribute all your tokens. And most of the time, you're only going to have like 1 or 2 tokens. So if you, and tokens also prevent your monsters from dying, and some monsters prevent tokens from dying. So you only really need to use this card if your opponent's going for a really big play, and you just kind of have to gauge when they're making a big play and knowing when to use this card. I think that's one of the key aspects of playing this deck effectively. 1 Sonic Boom, another OTK type of card. It adds Pierce, it adds Attack, it doubles the attack of your Mecha Phantom Beast monster, and then it adds Pierce to it, but then at the end phase it kills all your monsters, or your machine monsters, so you need to really use this if you're going for games. So it's another, basically like a limiter removal. It's like a weaker limiter removal. And then for the remaining traps, 1 aerial recharge. Again, you only really use this card in specific situations, along with the others. And then 1 Call the Haunted to replace Monsterborn, and 1 Compulsory Evacuation device is a pretty good tech card because it doesn't destroy a lot of monsters these days cannot be destroyed by card effects, so you can just like get rid of them. It's really good against Exceeds and Synchro monsters. It's really good against Stardust Dragon. So next, we have, for the extra deck, 1 Mecha Phantom Beast Concoruda. They're the only synchro that I'm running in here. 2 Mecha Phantom Beast Dragosack. So those are the Mecha Phantom Beast ones. And then 1 Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger, number 11 Big Eye. And because they can actually make this, surprisingly, with 2 tokens on the field, 1 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max. And he's machine, so he sort of goes in with the theme. And then 1 Wind Up Zen Mains, when you don't have any tokens, but you have 2 level 3 monsters for whatever reason. Again, Mind Control works to help get this guy. 1 Livier, the Sea Dragon. You almost never use this. I just threw him in because he's a rank 3. I may take him out, try to put in more synchro monsters, because with Mind Control you can technically, I don't know, you can steal their tuner and then use your tokens to make something. And then Gaga Cowboy, My Stroke, the Symphony Djinn. These are 2 very good utility-based Succeed monsters, along with Black Ship of Corn and Utopia. Is an old, one of the original Succeed monsters, still a really good one. And then 1 Lightning Chidori, because they're all wind. And for my big ones, besides the rank 7s, we have Force Focus and Photon Strike Bowser, because you can make them with 1 token and 2 level 3s. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks.